What are my expectations? They're always the same. For me, it's prepare, 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 and that's all I can control. I don't really worry about what my competition does. I don't really think about much about what the outcome might be. I just think about what are the things I can control, how can I prepare, and so that's the single goal I focus on. Hyde Park's a spectacular venue. They did an incredible job. Triathlon has been able to showcase itself more and more with spectacular venues, from the Sydney Olympics right at the Opera House to the Ming Tomb Reservoir in Beijing to now being in Hyde Park in London and right past Buckingham Palace. It's an amazing course. It's going to be a fast course. There'll be a lot of spectators out there, but at its core, it's a great course. Well, the health mate's been fantastic. I've had a far infrared sauna for the last 2 years and used it 3 to 4 times a week in my preparation for competition. And sometimes I just sneak in there for a little bit of time, peace and quiet on my own. We use them in lead up to competition after training. And it's a time to focus, it's a time to, you can think about your race. For me, I can get a bit of mental clarity on that, and also the health benefits, and then the competition benefits in terms of adaptation to heat and the preparation for races. It's a huge asset for us. I came across the infrared sauna having a quite interesting discussion with our exercise physiologist about how to adapt to the heat. So we live in Victoria, British Columbia. It's not hot there. It stays pretty mild all year long. It's a great training atmosphere, but it's not ideal for preparing for races in the heat. And so leading into the Beijing Olympics, where it was going to be 30+ degrees, and a lot of races that we do are very hot, it was a way to adapt to the heat yet stay where we live in Victoria, and kind of get the best of both worlds. So I started using it for that, and then as we looked into the studies supported that beyond just heat acclimation, that there were a lot of great health benefits. I've also noticed for me that it just keeps me limber in terms of, I'm 37 years old, so I compete against a lot of the young guys, and they don't have the same, crickety legs getting out of bed as I do, and I find with the infrared I really notice the difference if I use it the night before and the next morning after a session. I feel really good. I also don't find it draining like a traditional sauna. You find that kind of heat stress. I find with far infrared you can just go in and you actually feel a lot better afterwards. You don't feel drained, so it's a great asset for us, a huge asset. I generally use it at the end of the day. I use it I'll do my last training session around 4 o'clock. I'm out of there by 5:30 and then in the sauna until 6:30, and then it's dinner and kids' bedtime routine. So I generally use it around then, and I really do. I feel better afterwards. I feel that initial, you sweat quite a bit, but once you've kind of cooled down, you feel terrific. So it's a good time to use it.